Hey guys, today we're gonna be tuning the Audi touring car, and I got a absolutely insane race with it, so stay tuned for the race. But let's cover the build. Before we get into it, please be sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you don't miss any future tunes from me, and let's get into it. So here is the number 1 2018 Audi Sport RS3 LMS touring car. This is one of the best next to the Golf for touring racing, and again everything is automatically upgraded and you can't change the upgrades, therefore the build doesn't matter, so it's just the tune. Now I wanna give you two setups for this, as I do kinda use two setups, not really but it helps, so let's start with the base setup here. Now this is the base tune. I do slightly adjust it for each track, and I don't change it a lot, but as this is set up so when I launch it bogs down, saving tires but letting it heat up, so I can just hold the throttle. This has as much usable top speed I think I'll ever need. Being said, I don't even reach this top speed, but the biggest thing is aero. I almost always change aero depending on long or short tracks, and I'll show you this. So now this is a very short track. This is again the base setup, so I don't have an insane launch. I much rather be slower off the line than have a absolutely insane launch, but then I can't use that gear again. I'm also gonna give you a slightly better gearing, one that is more of a normal gearing, but I wanna show you how I tune this for different tracks. So for a track like this, again I'm gonna show you a different gearing, so this might not be the best example, but when I'm doing my qualifying, I'm looking at what's the gear I can get in, then if it's not 5th gear I tune it to be 5th gear. I know the fastest I'll do on this track is around 130 in 5th gear, but that's just getting into 5th gear, so I'll change my 5th final drive to about 140 to 150. This is a form of micromanaging. See, we want to reach our higher gears such as 5th and 6th, but we don't want to top out, because that means we can't go faster. But if we can get into 6th gear on the straight and not top out, that means no matter how fast we go we won't be limited. Meaning if I had someone here and I slipstreamed them on this straight, I won't top out and I'll have as much power as I can in every gear and I'll have a gear for every corner. But now you can tell, clearly. This track isn't a big long straight, it's more cornering. If you're familiar with my Horizon series, I stated I typically like to match the front and rear aero. Same is true, but in some cases you don't need to. A great example is this car. It's mainly a front wheel drive thing, but typically you can run a lower aero on the rear and be faster than matching aero. The tuning guide series is to show you ways of tuning that are safe, but in this car I'm trying to push the limits of it, so I don't need to. In this case, for this track, we do need more aero. For high aero tracks with this car I typically run 315 and 200, when I normally run 300 160. So now I'm gonna quickly show you a better gearing, more of a typical gearing, because while my gearing works, it's very suited for me. It's arguably slower than a normal gearing, but I like it this way. Some might not, and in this car it does kinda matter. Anyways, also so low aero tracks I run 250 160 like this. This is the more so correct gearing for this car. It's mostly just first gear being shorter. It's a, as I call, perfect short first gear. I'll show you before we go into the race. But this car with my low aero tune literally cannot go past 171 miles per hour, so tuning for any more than that just really isn't an option. This follows the torque curve much better than my gearing, but it's a lot longer, hence I don't like it personally, but I do want to share this just so you can see a much better option for gearing with this car, and I'll show you the launch and top speed down the back of this track.
Nicely done. P1.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe with post notifications so that you don't miss any future videos of tunes or Apex content. Be sure to leave any questions involving this car, setups, or if you have tips and tricks you would like to share, feel free to leave them in the comments as well. We have a Discord link in description and we also have a link tree with all of our links also link in description, and I'll see you guys next time.